YouTube. This is Matt at techserver.net, and seeing how it's the last day of summer before school starts, thought I'd do a tutorial on how to set up subdomains and virtual hosts on WAMP server in Apache with the NoIP service. So, let's get started. First, you need to go to your NoIP account on noip.com. Just log in here. Alright, and I recommend that you get the Plus service and buy a domain because it's very, very inexpensive and very cheap. So, as you can see, I got a few subdomains going here, some custom ones, and this is how you do it. So you just add a domain. Let's try this test. Create host. Alright, that host is created, so we can close that. Let's go to all programs. Let's go down to accessories, and on Notepad, do run as administrator. Click yes. Click file, open, and then when you go to open, you're gonna need to go to your computer, and then go to C drive. Go down to Windows. Go down to System 32. Go to drivers, go to etc, open all files, and then click hosts. Alright, once you have this open, as you can see, I have it set to receive in the host file and interpret these different names. So what we're going to do is just pretty much just copy the last two lines. Don't worry, I'll put all the code and everything in the description for you guys. So do test, file, save. Alright, just to be sure, let's select the host from NoIP. So let's do test.techserver.net, save it, refresh. Okay, now let's get the folder set up. Alright, go to your WAMP directory. Yours is probably going to be under C, and it's going to be somewhere in here. This is going to say WAMP, but mine is under the F drive because that's where I installed it to. And what I'm going to do is create a folder called test. And just for a little test, we're going to do index.html. And we're going to edit it and put in it works. Alright, so you don't need to create this unless if you already have a folder that you want to turn into a subdomain, like I have these multiple folders here that are extra. You don't need to do what I'm doing just by creating the test folder. You can just skip to the next step, which is going to be right now, where you go to bin, Apache. Your version is going to be different or the same depending on your date. Go to conf folder, httpd config, edit with notepad+. What you need to do is scroll all the way to the bottom, and yours will end after this right here. Yours won't have all this extra stuff in it that mine does. First, what you need to do is you need to make sure you have this in here so that it can differentiate between localhost and email test.localhost or whatever your subdomain is going to be. So you need to have that in there. So I'll put that in the description, the text that you need to put in first. And then, as you can see, I have the subdomains here, so I'm just going to copy the last two. And copy that. Paste. We're just going to change this to test. It also helps if you have an alias directory registered with this one. So if you go to alias directories and do a new one, type in your subdomain, go to your pretty much type in your WAMP directory wherever the folder or subdomain folder is located. It's been created. It will restart the server. just to be sure. Go under Apache service, restart service. Let's go under no IP DUC program, refresh a few times just to be sure. Restart all services. And once that turns green, we can go to our browser, test.localhost. As you can see, it works locally, so now let's test it publicly. And it works there too. We can use a free proxy to make sure it's not just glitching out a little bit. So let's go to let's try it with this one. Surf. And it does work, see? So it is public, and the steps will be in the description. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Hope it was helpful. Subscribe, rate, comment, visit techserver.net and sign up. We do host Minecraft full and classic servers. If you would like to make a request on a kind of server that we can host, feel free, because we have a lot of equipment. Thanks for watching, and have a nice night.